Now that we understand the difference between point and area type, it's time to start customizing our type to make it actually look like something. Because right now, on this poster design for the Great Justini, it's really not looking all that great. So what we're going to do is just make some basic edits using the control panel so you can get yourself familiar with some of the type tools. Most of what we'll be doing should be relatively familiar if you've ever used a word processing program before. So let's select this first bit of text here, the Great Justini, and when we have that selected, let's go up into the control panel so that we can see the options we have. You can see up here at the top it says type. That means I have a type object selected. So I can change the color just by dropping this down. So let's select white as the color. It's going to make that a white piece of text. There you go. And over here we have a character drop down. So if I wanted to change what font I'm using, I could drop this down, and then let's just change it to something. Well, you can change it to whatever you want. I'm going to change it to Playbill. Not my first choice for a typeface, but it'll do. Let's put Playbill as the typeface, and let's change this to about, 24-point font. There we go. Still not quite big enough. Let's beef that up. 72. There we go. Now let's move this back over into the main window like so, and let's focus on making basic edits for this paragraph text down here. First thing I'm going to do is move the box over and expand it out so it has plenty of room, and then let's go up here and let's make some changes. So I'm going to drop this down. You'll notice that there's not any swatches in this document. If I open up the swatches library, I can go down to the default swatches and we can open up the basic RGB colors. Collapse this back up, and that way we can start applying some things to this. So I'm going to look inside of this dialog box, and I think what I want is something kind of like this light brown color here for the text. There we go. So we'll add that in there, and let's go up here and let's change the typeface for this. So this one needs to be a little bit more legible. It has all the details of what we're doing, but I don't want it to just be Myriad Pro. So let's find something a little bit different. Let's do Trajan Pro for this. And again, you can select whatever you want for yours. And then I'm also going to come in here and double click on the text, select One Night Only, and let's make One Night Only a little bigger, like 24 points. And then down here, let's move Los Angeles by clicking right before the L and pressing the backspace key. Let's move that back to the line ahead of it. And then we'll put a space, hold down the Option key on the Mac, the Alt key on the PC, put a bullet in there with the 8. So Option 8 on the Mac gives you a little bullet. And then now I've got One Night Only, Saturday, May 23rd, 9 p.m., Los Angeles, California. Now I want to make sure that all of this is centered in here. So let's grab the selection tool. It's going to select the entire object. And then right up here is the paragraph panel drop down, and I can select center aligned right there, snapping it in. So, as you can see, most of the type controls inside of Illustrator are very familiar if you've used word processing programs before, and we can get to a great number of them from within the control panel. However, we really need to familiarize ourselves with the type panels that are available to us in Illustrator, and I'll show you that in the next movie. Now that we understand the difference between point and area type, it's time to start customizing our type to make it actually look like something. Because right now, on this poster design for the Great Justini, it's really not looking all that great.